going to play some tournaments again. Some pretty serious players. They have over 20k winnings. They play like $1 tournament. I struggle with like wrapping my mind around this, that people take this so fucking seriously. And you have these large pools of players that actually take it very serious. Look how many people fold all the time. They will. Everybody wants to win this thing. Maybe this guy doesn't want to win. Maybe he's lucky. All in 100 big blinds deep. He's 9. Oof. Even ace queen suited. Not that amazing. If you get called by ace 9, I guess it is. Cold call, just like that. Problem is here that uh, they go straight from a 3-bet to a 100p blind all in. And you never know what it is. Like, it could be the fucking aces or kings or jacks or ace king or ace king, or it could be some random hand like some ace 4, or it could be king 6 suited, or could be deuces. You never know. He dunks there. I don't know. Maybe he has some 8x. Maybe he has aces. Maybe he has a set. No way for me to know that. I lose to sets. I lose to kings plus. And what was this bet? Was it some like information bet? Because the player pool clearly doesn't raise with air that often. So maybe he had some showdown there. Like, I don't know, pocket sixes, some 8x. Why would you bet fold with 8x though? Or why would you bet fold with like pocket tens? Unless you assume that the raise is just always just like so strong value that it's worth it. Don't folding. Maybe that makes sense. What was his last all in here? Ace jack. I mean, I don't even have to go all in here, but the ranges are so wide. Just don't be queen. No. No 6. Haha. Very funny. I'm really tempted to set up some kind of this, what is this program, a voice meter, so I could listen to some music in the background without the stream hearing it. But I don't want to fuck up my PC again. One time I tried it and I fucked up something. I don't know if it was some driver issue or whatever happened, but I had to reinstall Windows after this. Because I feel like if I can't listen to some music that takes me to like it sets my mindset on a correct path or helps me keep awake. It helps me keep me awake. Kind of stimulates my brain in a good way. But if it's silent like this, then I don't know. I have to constantly hit myself in the face with a like this. Wake up. Silence is mesmerizing, I guess. Nothing is stimulating your overstimulated brain. Then you get tired, or then your brain calms down to a level where you want to go to sleep, basically. In that sense, talking helps because it keeps the brain active, stimulates your brain. Kings. Early position, 3B blind open and 3-bet. Like, theoretically, this should be mega strong. Who knows what it means here? He checks the flop immediately. Like, anything reasonable that you 3-bet with. What do you check call with? Possibly like this. Slow playing top set. Flush draw, slow playing. Why wouldn't you bet that? Like ace queen, king queen, all those should be betting. Usually. And he just calls and then folds. Did he have a flush draw? Was he playing ace king like this? Maybe he had like, what could he have here? Pocket eights, pocket nines, pocket sevens. Why would pocket sevens call here even? Maybe he had like ace king, ace queen, like, or something flush draw. In that case, wouldn't you just love to get it in on the flop? So seemed odd how he played there. I mean, jacks, tens, queens is out of the question because those would not give up. Maybe he gave up like king 10 or something on the turn. Ace 10 maybe. Yeah, that could make sense a little bit. Then again, how many ace 10 or king 10 does he have as a 3-bet against early position open? Okay, that's probably a better hand. Nope. Early position, starts betting, doesn't bet too big though. So could be some weak 8 or 7s maybe. Could be 6. Jack 8, like ace 8, like all these, they play it very, very possibly in a weak way. Now 6, it hit the trips. He would bet that usually weak players would, yeah, it's likely 6. Once they see that flush draw, they usually get scared and start betting. He bets weak. Would he bet weak like this with a 6? I don't know. Usually weak players bet really big when they have it, and bet really weak when they have something marginal. So I'm assuming it might have been an 8. Or some really weak 6, like, I don't know. Or not so weak. Like king 6 suited, maybe. That would even make sense a little bit. Or maybe he had like 7-6 there. That would also make sense. At the same time, he could have had who knows what. Just that he started to bet on that turn 6. He bet small on the flop and called, and then when a flush draw was available on the turn, then he started to bet into me. That looked a lot like a 6 that wants to get some value before a flush card gets there or some other straight card comes on the river. Because 6 would call usually, and they are really passive, so they could also be that he just slow played something. But if he slow played, let's say if he slow played 4s or 8s there, or pocket 6s, he would almost never start donking this. Because they are like passive in nature, mostly. They would rather add like a layer of stealth or deceptiveness to their play rather than just straight up take value. So if he adds something really strong, it would almost 100% of the time would slow play that. In my opinion. So that's why I think like some weak 6x makes the most sense. Not the best hand, but it's pretty strong hand. I haven't seen this many all-ins in this game for a while. Pocket 8s, pocket 10s. And that's like 60 big blind steep almost. Does this guy hit another set of 10s? Yeah. And that was on the turn also. Or no, that was on the river. Running well. This guy has like 20k in winnings. I think I might have. No, actually, I don't have the least winnings here. I haven't played that much, and sometimes I play badly. Obviously, I'm a human being. Can I say? Two again, all in. If I had a bigger bankroll, I would probably call a little bit more of these all-ins closer, but try to kind of stay more solid. reduce the variance as much as I can here right now. Or is it even variance? It's like volatility. What's the difference? Variance. Difference between I should volatility in finance. In finance, both variance and volatility measure how much an asset's price fluctuates. But volatility is typically expressed as the annualized standard deviation of returns, while variance is the squared value of those returns. Volatility is the square root of variance. Now, I'm not too weak at math, you know, but I'm not a mathematician either. So, variance is a measure of dispersion and is not bound by any. Different closely related volatility, at least in finance, is usually understood as standard deviation rather. I'll get some tea. Try to approach this game as if I actually needed to play really well, survive. Like almost always when I have ended up deep in a tournament, I haven't I haven't really like splashed around or played like some crazy aggressive style. Just it's almost always like making some insanely good folds and then playing a very few hands where I just either value bet well or maybe make some good steals but in small spots. Okay, that's be my internet. Just okay, we're back. Like, why would uh just Friday, like midday? This is this has to be GG Boker themselves. They have all kinds of server issues all the time. So he hit the nuts. Was that Yeah, that wasn't even pre-flop all then. Somebody totally overplayed their ace. Crazy how loose these guys play. Okay, can I get to the bounty? Oh, crazy. The 8-7. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Wild. And he gets 2 pair. Like, insane. Fucking, he was willing to fucking gamble with that with fucking 70, like 90 weak planes effective, basically. This makes it. I mean, if you are willing to squeeze that, or no, it wasn't. I don't know what was he doing there. Isolating? Was he isolating? Whatever he did there, I'm not a fucking. Not sure. Squeezed. Let's say it was a squeeze. Like for what? Like these guys are all fucking crazy. What the fuck? He played this like it was like, I don't know, 15, 20, 25 big blinds the most. Even then, it's like if I call this guy's all in for like 10 big blinds, 9, 10 big blinds, and you think it's worth it with 7, 8 suited to go all in. I don't know, maybe it makes sense with like 10, 15 big blinds. I don't know about the bounties. Maybe you can go a little deeper, but fucking 90 big blinds. Both have 1,412 in winnings. 1,413. See how he reacts. He just makes a small raise. He'll bet bigger now. If he has anything, he probably has some. Not a single fold. Was he betting a 6? Would he call a 6 if I bet? Fucking ridiculous. This makes no sense. Like, the fucking... They fold nothing. The fucking... What the fuck was his hand even? 8-6 suited. And it's like... He assumes I never check back my ace on a dry board. Or a 9. Could have had a 9 there. Still calls. Do I have any missed draws here? 7, 8. My fucking 7s even fucking beat him. $27K in winnings. Jesus fucking Christ, he must be good. Like, I have to play against guys who have 27.5K in winnings in a $1 tournament. What was that? Was he on the button? He was on the big blind, I guess. Yeah. Doesn't seem like a great spot to bluff, right? There aren't that many. Like, what do I bluff here? they probably always assume that when you have an ace, you bet, and when you don't have an ace, you don't bet. So when you check the flop, they assume you don't have anything. And when they hit their six, they assume that their six is the best hand, and then something like that. Yeah, I actually folded. Guess mono board too scary, huh? Imagine if poker tournaments were a game where you could literally win every single time if you're good enough. That would be crazy. Dark. Should I just call for? Nah, let's not call. Yeah, obviously everybody folds. Was like fucking. They were so happy to go all in. Now everybody's like shifted gears. Guess I should 3-bet more, but that comes with its own downsides. More variance. Like, if they just fold so easily, I should just 3-bet a bunch. And then when you start 3-betting a bunch, then nothing calls, like 7-4 offsuit calls. Haha! And they throw out some sickening emojis. Haha! Look, they limp folded. All of them. These three. Limp fold. But now you call. I have to bet because I don't want them to get any ideas. Plus my perceived I have a, what do you call it? I have a range advantage. Yes. Hope he doesn't have Jacks plus. If we get the flip, then I guess it's okay, but Jacks plus is bad. Eights is good. Hope, no ace, no eight, no. Obviously, 2-pair. Trips. Obviously, he needs to win this. God damn it. I mean, I made money. Now he open limps. Should I just... Yeah, I think it's better to limp, actually. Because... keep their ranges wider. And, like... he was really fucking big. Bit loose open, I think. He calls. Could be an 8, could be 9, 10, could be random. Could be a 6 from the big blind. But we block the 10, the freaking. We also block Queen 9. He bet so quickly. He didn't think about it at all. Then 9. Let's go. This is good. Does he have what does he donk bet here with against early position? With king 6? Hope he doesn't have a set. This looks a lot like a set. I hope it's not. 8-6 is very good for me. Scratch my eyeballs out. $50 big blinds deep. More than 50 even. Jacks is kinda marginal. In my opinion. I mean, most of them are kinda super passive. Can bet small here. Nah, whatever. Let's bet half the pot. Even this guy is like Preferable Braze is half of his VPIP. So the difference between his hands he raises with and the hands he VPIPs in, the gap is kind of big. Which means that they usually just bet strong, check weak, or when they bet weak, then they bet small with that weak hand. So they're weak and passive. If they had like decent amount of bluffs in their PPFP and pre-flop raise were like 29, 22 or 25, up to 25 or so. That way you know he's more balanced. At least that's what I think. Aces. Okay, he got finally aces, but he has 5 big blinds. How much did he make with it? 19 big blinds? With net profit of 19 minus 4, something, 5. 15 big blinds profit. Five for the fours. This guy looks more aggressive. But the stats here, like, does the HUD even show all the stats? It's like, doesn't show the entire history. It just shows the current session or something. I don't know. Kind of pointless in that case. I'm starting to think that just 3-bet is just a superior move. Maybe not from this position. Still, just keeps things a lot more simple. This flop is amazing. I hope he doesn't have king queen. He just checks. He could have ace king, ace jack. Hope he doesn't have ace queen. He's going all in an overkill here. I mean, king isn't necessarily calling here. Sometimes it does. Plus, there's a missed flush draw. Maybe I should have. Should I have bet the flop? Is that better? I mean, in that sense that they are so passive, they don't fucking have any bluffs. They don't start bluffing with some random shit. So, in that sense, I think I should bet next time. Start realizing equity as soon as possible. Otherwise, they just check down. 19 big blinds and play the single hand. I mean, queen 7 go. Oh. Open limp. Limp raise. Limp. Has to be value. Somebody that have a gap this big between their stats, then they probably have a pretty strong hand if they raise, limp and raise, or whatever, raise, limp, raise. Yeah, so loose. Now this guy has some forex. I was thinking they're a little bit those. I wanna bet just big enough that they fold, but not small enough that they would just instant call with anything. And he has plenty of ace-x there, ace-5, ace-3, any other random backdoor ace-x. Bet small, like, could be a 4. Could be some weak ace, could be just a bluff. I hope he... That attack to steal is big enough there. could be some weak bluff. Sometimes they do this with whatever. Well, that was weird. Definitely weird. Yeah. So sometimes they just weak players actually do bluff like this on the river. They just bet one big blind and then hope somebody falls. Or maybe they bet with some really weak hand. Maybe they bet with the deuce, min bet, and then fall to a raise. So I think my raise was totally fine here. And comes to this player's player type, what what could I? How do I define his player type? Is he IV PIP, somewhat higher praise, very low 3 bet? So he's like kinda loose aggressive, maybe. Open limp. What are they open limping with? Are they wrapping with something? He might be somewhat solid tournament player, but I don't know if he is. Or... What's his logic in betting small and then calling a raise? Almost nobody fucking bluff raises. Like literally nobody fucking bluff raises. Well, there are some bluff raises, but it's it's rare, in my opinion. Obviously, my range from the button is wide. All this fluff is mm, it's reasonable. He checks the turn, which I don't know. Like, wouldn't you want to take some value? You really think to just have so much air in there? How can you think like that? Like, why are not just taking value? Not taking value. Instead, he makes this really weird play when an ace comes and then calls. Like, it's just 100% just betting on the fact that that I just have air. And I have so many ace X here when I bet check on for the. I have like ace deuce. I have ace 3, ace 5, all the other fucking ace 6. Plus some very, very, very rare slow played, whatever, other. And obviously, he can bluff catch. Just an odd way to play it. Like, it seems like he sets him up for some really unfavorable spots like this. Unless he's super using, of course. Then he doesn't. This guy is most likely quite aggressive. Like in a tournament, you don't really have to be like classical tight aggressive. He's a tight aggressive or like solid or I don't know. Like whatever works in tournaments type of player. He opens under the gun. Very good flop for me. See how big he bets. If he bets pot. He has. I'm assuming he has some insanely strong hand there. I make a small blocker bet. Probably have to fold to a raise. Here we go. I mean, this guy so far is literal super user. Plays just like he sees my. Who would voluntarily set himself up on this flop like this? This turn and on this river, like he did. God, I don't like. They don't have a replayer here. Can you replay? No replay? I mean, a modern poker room don't have a replay. You have this weird fucking. This looks like total garbage. Like who the fuck is able to make any sense of what's going on in it? Like in 2025, this is the best you can do. I think you're missing out. It's strange how many players here are like able to just play so passively in spots like this player played against me, and yet like instead of like playing more like fundamentally correct, like or just trying to take value, instead they just make this like super passive, this like, oh, I'm gonna they have these, like, I don't know how many layers of fucking just the way they think about this game. Just who min bets call? Who the fuck min bets call? Why would you want to do that instead of trying to bet fold? He bets one big blind on the river. Calls. And the fact that he just assumes that it's a bluff even some of the time is like so weird. Why would you ever assume that? Or is he just like, oh, I just fucking... I don't fucking know. Maybe he just looks at his hand and plays like that. Or maybe he just actually assumes that I do have bluffs there. Seems like the least good way to play his hand, I think, in that spot. Unless he specifically somehow knows that I literally have air, like, and then that would make sense then. Any other case, in my opinion, he played it really badly. But if you fucking assume that for some reason I just have air, why the fuck would I have air though? It's a dry flop. Why would I bet on a dry flop with a fucking... against the big blind too, like, that has more 4x there. I bet the flop. And I bet big. He calls. Flop is dry over. Turn is dry. He checks. Like, that's like... He's literally playing it like he knows that I have air every single time. So, you know what? I think you're a pocket pair hero. We check. Does he have a king? We check. Attacks to steal really high. Orbit. Like, what do you bet twice in here and then fold the river? Like, and in this other instance, he just min bet calls in a spot where he, like, it makes no sense. Like, shouldn't you have queen like fucking? I seriously think I bet play like this with queen. Like, what is going on? Like, is this how this guy thinks? That's insane. Did he have queen? Like, if you fucking played, like, he played there with his jacks before, and you don't call with queens there. What's your fucking logic here? What's your fucking logic? It's just fucking random ass fucking way he plays his hands. Kind of bothers me. I'm not fully sure what this player is about. Like, how he plays like this. Like, on one spot, you don't fold to a raise in a spot where you bet small on the river. You don't fold to a river raise where I have the most ace x there. I have some slow played hands. I think could have had for the set of whatever something. And now this board, he just slams away, keeps betting. What did you have? Did you fold the king on the river now? Now you fold? Did you have just ace jack exactly and just fire away like this? Well, he could do that actually, because he's back to steal is 75. So because his attack to steal is so high, next time, how do I approach this? He's like plays really aggressively with his draws and just plays mega passively in some other spots with his fucking hands that should be taking value. What am I supposed to think about that situation? He says he kind of looks like his super user. Looks like a super user until he doesn't look like a super user. Until he makes a mistake. If he doesn't make a mistake, then it gets more and more fucking suspicious with each hand. Like, you would assume this guy makes mistakes, right? Where are this guy's mistakes? Why am I not seeing his like really big mistakes when I bet big? So my assumption is that he has to have a lot of hair, which makes sense. His VPIP is 40. So when I bet big, all his fucking random ass junk falls out. And because he's somewhat passive pre-flop, so he's just like possibly plays his jacks, possibly probably might slow plays some other times with his aces or kings and stuff like that, which means he's prone to overplaying his uh, big pocket pairs. That's why he's a pocket pair hero. But it doesn't mean he calls really loose in other spots. But he does like to overplay his big pockets, especially if he has played his big pockets passively pre-flop, because then he's thinking that, hey, I played it passively. He's not aware of my hand strength, so I can call down because nuts. So let's say he has like aces, and I have like straight, or I have like two pair. This guy is likely to pay me off like every single time. In a limp spot, by the way. That's the type of player he is, in my opinion. And based on how he min bet on that ace river with his jacks and then called, shows me two things. He potentially overplays his big pockets. And another thing, he's at the same time he's like kind of honest with his hand strength. He's like, is it relative hand strength? I mean, his hand obviously like he's strong in a vacuum, like he's holding it strong, but not compared to a board. uh, so he plays it really weak. So in that sense, he's an honest fish, and he's weak in that sense. But he's also unable to fold. And yeah, obviously they bring it to another table once they have absolutely fucking dissected this guy's weaknesses. Or he's just a super user. Could be. Nothing surprises me. And nothing should surprise me because that's the reality of technology. It can be abused. Like, why would they put me to another table? I just figured out who this player is, and now I just play blind against all the others. I guess it happens. I mean, many players, many tables. Somebody gets kicked out. They have to adjust the table. Not sure based on what this adjustment takes place. So okay, it looks like this table is a typical like hey, I just fold everything. That's not the nuts type of table. This guy seems a little looser. Same with this guy. Both have 80% exactly attack to steal. This is interesting. Gonna play some satellites. $264 is the money. We try to get this guy's bounty. Anymore? This should be fold, I guess. Would have had a straight. God damn it. I don't know. I don't feel too good about raising there either because his early position. His range is strong, obviously there. Is he? Oh, gold. Gold me. What is he planning? Does he have a better king? Does he? Well, he floats with some hands. He slow plays his 8s and 4s. He has no obvious draws other than 5-6, maybe 6. Maybe he calls 8-9. He could float some checks. Tens. Because my bet is so small. Now he raises. Now this. Would he ever, right? Should he ever raise there? It's probably nuts, but like, just his reasoning, like, for raising there. Is like, does he have a hand, or is he trying to bluff me, or what is he doing? Okay. He had some awareness, and I wonder what was he thinking. Was he hoping that I have like ace queen, ace jack, fucking... Or that I fold my tens maybe, or jacks or whatever, like... Should I call or should I fold this? And that's pretty solid range he has there. So I think I even got the right chords folder. Where's my 8 8 8? I needed to call 2000. Nah, I didn't get the right odds, I think. Hmm. Like, does he really bet an ace like that? I don't think so. Does it? Could he bluff like that? He is attacks to steal 0. Gets aggressive on the button. He called this. He might have 6 7. He might have a 5 or set. Could also have a missed, but there are less like Jack 10. So I fold. Hmm. tempted to get it in here, gamble a little, especially if you bet small. Or I can just raise. If you bet small, like... Oh, okay, this guy raises. Call here. See how it goes. What the fuck, what he has? Okay, he bets small and now he's... tries to... I don't know. What do you call that? He tries to isolate me? Is that what it means? He's early position, somewhat middle position. I mean... 10 is bad, obviously, after this. Dude. He checks. Well, I have to assume it's value, right? He checks back. He has kings. Okay, this is... What conclusions can I make from this? He bets small on this flop. Which is fine, I think. Then his raise. Yeah, after he's all in, his raise makes also sense. But he kinda raised really small. I mean, if he raises this small... I'm not full stock. I'm not 100 big blinds. Maybe it makes sense. At the same time, I can call with any fucking draw there. These satellite players are often very freaking nitty. All I need is 2 double ups to become like top 3 here. Two double ups. Hmm. Oh, his 3-bet is really high there. Okay. Calls. Should have bluff. Does he ever fucking fold checks, for example? Or is he just slow playing his king, or what the fuck is he doing? I don't have to bet that big here. If he has some missed flush draws here, then I don't have to bet big at all. Here we go, nice. That's a weird hand to call with, to be honest. How many outs you have? Like you have only hoping for your ace out or something. And the backdoor, but we're not that deep, so why would you call? Maybe if we were like mega deep, then it would make sense, but we're not. Seven deuce. I got lucky. I got lucky. Hmm. Probably some flush card, like yeah, better flush than mine. Surprisingly loose though. Surprisingly loose. That's insanely loose. Another super user move. Check. Obviously. Tens. Got lucky. So I'm kinda almost in the money here. What is this? 17 versus 5. They are not that small stocks, so this might take a while. I think I had the right equity. No, I definitely had the right equity. It's just that maybe I should raise. Nah, raise fall like it seems really bad. Like you have so much equity, you just have to call. One player out, I guess. So that's 4 versus 13. Doing good still. Now this guy became either more aggressive or he is running good. But then this camera, for some reason, the settings go back to default when I close the camera for a second. Well versus 2. Guess I can fold any 2 cards now from now on. Pretty much, I guess. Where does this tournament take me? Win this one. And not much. 4,000. Okay, money. Played a few hands of No Limit 2 cash and just coin poker, and first one hand I hit like two pair with 6-4 on ace 6-4. I think I raised up. I think I raised the flop. I was out of position. I raised the flop. Ace check, fold. Turn was blank. I don't really remember what happened in the turn, but on the river, ace a jack game, like money went in. I lost obviously. And against that same player in a 3-bet pot. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be defending out of position with pocket fours. This is not the best way to play, maybe. I hit the set, obviously. Somewhat dry board, 10-4 something. Money went in, lost to tens instead of tens. They fucking hit some good hands. Good players. I mean, how much equity does ace jack have? Ace 6-4. Let's say turn comes 7 or something, and how much equity does he have on the turn? The I guess I can't open the equity calculator right now. I think it should be something like 7 to 12%, something like that. 14 the most, maybe. In the money, huh? Well, at least I got some money from here. Let's win it. Win it. Goddamn summer. One moment it's chill, then the sun comes out and it feels like you're in an oven. So hot. This value. Fucking 50 euro buy and only 4k guaranteed. Am I getting the money in here? Or am I possibly against the fucking overpairs? Good one. Seven, 6, 4, 2 pair, not good. Hope. Ah. Okay. I mean, I had some overs, I had the flush draw, I had the gut shot. This guy, I think he opens a bit more. I could be wrong, I don't know. Let's see. Jack then. Ugh. I mean, he even calls pretty fucking wide. I think I'm gonna take a break now. Being too long. Maybe see. Maybe I'll come back. I don't know. Sometime. Maybe not today, unless I don't know, get into some tournament to satellite. Maybe I get into bigger tournament, then I might stream. Maybe play some interesting tournament and end up in the money or something. Then I stream.